students, this is the third part of our second semester's second one-act play, and that is The Dear Departed, which is written by Stanley Horton. So in this third part, we are going to learn the actual one-act play from its first line. So open your books, page number 135. On this page number, first line, first dialogue. Now listen carefully. Mrs. Slater, sharply, Victoria, Victoria, day here, day. What is the meaning of day? Look at here. Day, it means do you. Day here, it means Victoria, Victoria, do you hear? Come in, will you? So, after opening the curtain of the window, Mrs. Slater look on the road outside on the road, and there is her daughter, 10-year-old daughter Victoria is playing. She is wandering from this side to that side, and therefore her mother, Mrs. Slaughter, shouted loudly and told her, Victoria, Victoria, do you hear me? Come in the house, will you? You are going to come in the house? This kind of question Mrs. Slater asked to her daughter. Mrs. Slater closed window, and after that Mrs. Slater closed that window and puts the blind straight. Blind, it means, in the last part I have given you meaning of this word. Blind, it means the tightly fitting curtain of a window designed to keep the sun out. Blind, straight, and then returned to her work at the table. So she straightly closed that window with that tight fitting curtain and goes towards the table to do her work. Victoria, a precocious girl. Precocious, it means showing advanced mental development, ahead of one's years. So Victoria, that 10-year-old girl child, she was having a very sharp mind, and she was having her mind grown up more than her age students or girls. Victoria, a precocious girl of 10, dressed in colored, entered. So that girl was having a colorful dress on her body, and she entered into the room. Mrs. Slater, I am amazed at you, Victoria. Amazed, it means astonished. It means greatly surprised. I really am. How you can be gallivanting? Gallivanting, it means to wander around in the pursuit of entertainment. About in the street with your grandfather lying dead and pulled upstairs, I don't know. So Mrs. Slater told her 10-year-old daughter that I am very surprised that your grandfather is dying there, or he may be died on the upstairs, and you are having a colorful dress and you are wandering on the streets, you are walking from here to there in search of some kind of entertainment. So I am greatly surprised by your this kind of behavior. Be off now. Be off, it means quickly. Move out now and change your dress before your Aunt Elizabeth and your Uncle Ben come. So, Mrs. Slater told Victoria that go away quickly and change your dress before your Aunt Elizabeth and your Uncle Ben come here. It would never do for them to find you in colorful. So it was not good for them if you are having a colorful dress and they saw you in a colorful dress. So that was not good for them and for you also. Victoria, what are they coming for? What are they coming for? They haven't been here for ages. So Victoria asked a question to her mother, Mrs. Slater, that what are they coming here? It means when and why they are coming here. And what are they doing after coming there? Because from the long time, from ages, they haven't come here. Mrs. Slater. They are coming to talk over poor grandfather's affair. So Mrs. Slater told Victoria that they are coming here because they were having some kind of concern, some kind of worry about your grandfather. And they are coming here to inquire about his health. Your father sent them a telegram as soon as we found that he was dead. So your father wrote them and or sent them a telegram that we have found our father dead there, your grandfather dead there. A noise is heard, and suddenly there was a noise. Good gracious. That's never them. Good gracious, it means an exclamation of surprise. For example, oh my God. That's never been. Mrs. Slater hurried to the door and opened it. And suddenly, when there was a noise on the door, Mrs. Slater was surprised and she said, it must not be there, your aunt and your uncle. No, thanks goodness, it's only your father. And after opening the door, she saw that Mrs. Elizabeth and Mr. Ben, they were not on the door. There was Victoria's father, it means Mrs. Slater's husband, was on the door. Henry Slaughter, a stooping. Stooping it means to bend the body downward and forward. Heavy man with a drooping. Droop it means to hung down. Drooping moustache enter. So Henry Slaughter. Here we are getting information description about Henry Slaughter, Mrs. Slaughter's husband. He was a stooping person. It means he was a very fat, heavy person, and therefore he stooped. It means walk, move forward, bend forward, and lowered sides. And he was having a moustache here, and those moustache also drooping. It means hanging on downward side. He is wearing a black tail coat. Tail it means a coat extended downward. So he was having a black colored coat and that coat was hanging downward, extended downwards. Grey trouser, a black tie and a bowler hat. Bowler hat it means a hard dome shaped hat. So he was having a hat, bowler hat, dome shaped hard hat on his head, grey trouser and a black tie and a long extended coat on his body. He carries a little paper parcel and in his hand he was having a little parcel in a paper. Henry, not come yet? Henry Slaughter said to Mrs. Slater that they were not came yet here in our house. Mrs. Slater, you can see they haven't, can't you? Then Mrs. Slaughter told Mr. Slater, Henry Slater, that you can see they are not in this house. It means they haven't come here yet. Now Victoria, be off upstairs that quick. Now Victoria, that 10-year-old child, girl child, go quickly upstairs and change her dress. Put your white frock on with a black sash. Victoria goes out and she goes there and wore a white frock, and that white frock is having a black sash. Sash, it means a band here on the waist. Mrs. Slaughter to Henry, I am not satisfied. Now Mrs. Slater told Henry Slater, her husband, that I am not satisfied, but it's the best we can do till our new blacks are ready. So she told him that I am not satisfied, but it is best that we can till our new blacks are ready, and Ben and Elizabeth will never have thought about mourning head. And they didn't know about anything about the date or death of this old man, my father. They didn't know anything about, and therefore they didn't know anything about mourning, about the deep sorrow on any person's death. So we shall outshine them there. Outshine, it means be much better than. Outshine them there. Henry sits in the armchair in the fire, and that time Henry was sitting there in the armchair near the fire. Get your boots off, Henry. And that time Mrs. Slater told her husband Henry, get your boots out. Elizabeth, that crying, she noticed the least speck of dark. Now, crying, it means noisy or inquiring too closely into the private affairs of others. Notice that little speck of dirt. Speck, it means small spot, small spot or small space. So she was noticing that there is a small spot of dirt on his shoes. Henry, I am wondering if they will come at all. So Henry told Mrs. Slater that I wonder, it means I am greatly surprised if they come here. When you and Elizabeth quarrel, it means angrily argued. She said she would never set foot in your house again. So when and your sister Elizabeth argued there, that time you and she argued very angrily, and in that anger Elizabeth told you that she will never set a foot in your house again. So therefore I am having doubt. I wonder if they come here to meet or see the old person. So students, in this way this third part ends here. We are going to stop here. Have a good day to all of you. Thank you very much.